Get your kitchens ready. I hope you guys are really ready to like cook and chat and laugh. Hi everyone. I hope that you're having a awesome and beautiful, what's today? Thursday. Okay. It's a beautiful Thursday. We made it through almost the entire week, and I want to applaud you guys for getting through 30 days of this pandemic. We are doing a Caribbean style oxtail dish, and so what we are doing is we're gonna sear our oxtails with flavor. So I'm putting my heat all the way up. I need it to be all the way up. Like we're gonna be when we get out of this situation. This is called a Dutch oven. It's very heavy, it's ceramic. You know, this is like good for stocks and soups and stuff like that. Even sometimes collard greens. I'm gonna be showing you a lot of different switcheroos that you can kind of do in your kitchen. You should not be cooking with olive oil, because olive oil is supposed to be taken in raw. So I just added in there about 2 tablespoons of avocado oil. So we have that oil in there, and I got a little bit of water in there. I might have to back up at some point because I don't want to get popped, but we're gonna let that heat up and get really good. So you have 2 choices. Should you use raw ginger, and I'm gonna come up and show you, or powdered ginger? Hey! So, should you be using raw chopped ginger, or should you use powdered ginger? I'm gonna give you a couple seconds, and then y'all can let me know, and I'm gonna be over here waiting. Jonah. Raw, Nicholas, you're absolutely right. So, even though this has great benefits, and it's good for you, it still went through a process, and we would like less process. So allspice or pimento seeds, very spicy, peppery tasting, or you can use ground allspice. Like I said, less process. This is where you want to go, and this is what. All right, here we go. So like I said, I want to sear, right? You hear that's popping and bubbling? So now I'm laying these in here. Watch, don't get popped. And all I did was soak these oxtails in a little bit of salt water. So you want to see it up close and personal here. We got our ingredients here, and I have some other things going on over here. Like I also had another choice for ginger, and I wanted to show you this. It's a paste, and I use a lot of these different types of paste. I have here what is going to transform our dish and make a gravy. So that is Goya's coconut milk, and it's 1 large can, and that's what I'm going to use towards the end. And then I didn't have red pepper, yellow pepper, orange pepper. I had a red, I had some onion. I chopped those things down because it's normal, that's what I use, and that is going into our dish. And you want to salt your dish throughout the dish. You take a couple pinches and get your salt in there. Do it 2 times just because it feels good. I'm gonna use some black pepper, brown black pepper, and I like it kind of coarse. I don't like it way too fine. So you can see like the ones that were really on the bottom for a long time, those ones got attention. And so they're getting a little bit of the color on it. I would give it much more time. So now I'm gonna add these herbs because I wanna make sure that this flavor gets sealed in. And I have fresh thyme, and fresh thyme is like my best friend. When you start to smell garlic and fresh herbs and meat that's been like talked to and loved on and preyed on, it's like it really starts speaking to me. So I'm having a moment. So now I got that in there. Now I'm gonna start adding the seasoning. We're going to use these pimento seeds instead of the allspice. So this is and is mushroom powder. It is so high in different types of vitamins and minerals to address a lot of infectious disease concerns, mucus issues, you know, just a lot of things that our bodies deal with. This thing is like contract killer. I'm gonna add my salt, and we're doing pinches. I'm not measuring. Now we're not in a raw state anymore. We are cooked like this. So that's 1 pinch, and that's 2 pinch, and that's 3. And now I'm gonna add my onions, and then I have my peppers here. Today is the 100th, and I've cooked 102 times consecutively in 34 days or so. So this is a big deal for me. I bust 100. I cooked every day, and I just keep shifting them and moving them around because I wanted to really receive all of my love. Y'all be asking me, what did I put in the dish or what did I do? I don't really be doing too much. It's really that the same way that I'm talking to you here, I talk to the food and I tell it that I love it. And whoever eats it, I need them to receive all of the good in it. Once you get here, now it's time to add your broth in there. So the browning sauce technique is this. So we're heating this cooking oil up, and once it gets hot, we're going to create the brown sauce. I switched over to brown raw sugar or date sugar. Stick this in the pan. You let this heat up, and you put the sugar directly in the center of the pan. When the oil starts to heat up really, really nice, you're gonna panic because you think that you're burning the house down. But actually, you're making this really authentic, beautiful brown sauce. But look at how it's naturally doing that with the sugar burning inside the pan. Look at the oxtails have the brown color right on them. And so you don't have to use the browning sauce. Now, after you do this, then you can start adding in your water. See how we got over that real fast? Hallelujah. Now we're gonna add our water and create our broth. And after we do that, then we're gonna add a little bit more seasoning. And this meat is probably tasting really good even at this point right now. And so it needs to be in here for roughly 3 hours. And while you're cooking this for 3 hours, you want to make sure that you keep watching it and you make sure that you always have liquid in the pot. So you can take a little bit of cornstarch and just sprinkle along the top. So now we're to the point where I'm gonna put in my pimento seeds because I'm sort of kind of towards the end. If I was fast forwarding, this is what you would see me doing. And then I'm going to top off. And my top off is with my herbs, just because that added amount of flavor, that layer of flavor that I add towards the end and I don't touch, is what really gives the broth its kick, its life. Like a look, come close. It's starting to get its little bubble and boil over there on the edges. You really taste that dish and see if that's the dish you want to put in front of somebody, including yourself. If it doesn't speak to your heart in every kind of way, then it is not worthy of being served. Now, that's just the bottom line. And that goes for anything in your life that you're prepared, okay? So we're gonna do this. This is what it looks like at the end. And these are absolutely gravy flavored and delicious. See how it's just falling off the bone? That is an oxtail that is perfectly done. So you see how I can just rip away at the meat? Take a look at that. That's life. Yeah, you should try that. Make sure that you look and see how delicious and wonderful it is. And this is just good old home cooking food, making you feel all good about yourself. Do try it. So take a look, see what you think. Make sure that you're sharing this video because it's not just about the food and what we prepared, it's about the food that we are nourished with every single day that feeds our soul. It's really okay. I love you guys. Make sure that you guys say grace.